So thank you everyone for joining me on this Sunday, especially during Ramadan. And we have quite a few people now, 11, 12 people are joining us. Thank you very much for that. Hope everyone can see my
Yes.
screen. Yeah, go ahead. Mute yourself, please, Mr. Aslam and others, because there could be a lot of disruption. So thank you very much. It's about a new feature that we have programmed and introduced just last week, but not formally announced. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to have a session with my customers and interested people. So it's known as backtesting module. And before we go into the topic, just let's read this disclaimer. So the material presented here is for educational and learning purposes only and should not be taken as purchase or sell recommendations. Trading, investing in stocks and derivatives, futures, options is risky and could result in a substantial loss of invested capital. I'm not a registered financial advisor with FINRA or SEC, and for any personal financial advice, please consult to a registered financial advisor. I saw an AI agent. I just want to double check that. I do not want any AI agent to attend the meeting and record it. So agenda today is introducing the new features. Actually, there are quite a few features, but I do not want to discuss all of them right away. It will be too much to absorb, especially for new people. And introducing new features for stock analysis software. One is backtesting module, which is the main core topic. Strategy snapshot features, and if time allows, we'll try to wrap it up within an hour. We might go over an hour. An upcoming day trading list and TR indicator for trading view. So this is what we are launching, and we're in a phase of starting the beta testing for the day traders and using the TR indicator method. For those who don't know about the TR indicator or new, is our own proprietary indicator. Is available in our Excel version as well and the web-based version, and the future for day traders in trading view as well. And what it does, it gives you different zone like this red or orange color. It's showing the dark orange at my screen. It is a strong sell zone. Then this green triangle, it uh, predicts a start of a new bullish trend. And with a bullish trend, it gives a suggested buy point and sell stop loss values as well. For example, in July 2025, this is Corning, GLW is the ticker. And the system gave a 55.78 right here. Let me change this to spotlight light. Give me a second. Okay, right here. System gave a buy point of 55.78 with a stop loss of 51.31. And our strategy is that whenever a buy zone starts or a strong buy zone starts, and we are around within 5% of this buy point, then that's the point to go long. And as you see, even if we wait for this buy point or we go long here, because the stop loss was at 49.05. So by the time this we encounter another test of this 50-day line or a strong sell zone, we already have moved from something around 55 to 90, which is quite a bit of a range and profitable range. So the next buy point appears here. You might want to enter here with a stop loss here. It is struggled for maybe a couple of months, and then again it took a breakout. The next buy point was here. So we do not recommend to chase something at the end of the buy zone or away from the buy point. If it is more than 5% up from the last buy point, which in this case was 94.37 in January last month, then it is extended at this time. So for example, Corning again uh, broke out from this buy point. It's still in a green buy zone, but it's a bit extended away from the moving averages. And look at this move from 95 to now something around 130. within a span of only 1 month. The question is when the green diamond is within 5% of the buy point, the tool suggests buy. Is this correct? Slight amendment. The green diamond is the start of the bullish trend. Buy point appears. We only buy when we have this light green zone or a strong green zone. That means the momentum is behind the stock as well, in addition to being around the buy point. So we wait for something like this. Sometime, if we have conviction in the stocks, we can even take chances at this green buy point, green triangle, which is known as an early entry, and it has a higher risk of failure as well. You see, in the past, all these green buy points, triangles, these entries failed. Number one, they were below this moving average. Number two, they were in strong sell zone. So we wait for this light green or strong green zone, which tells us that now a strong buy zone or buy zone has started. We also call this triangle, the green triangle, as a neutral buy zone or just neutral buy zone. So you could find some different terminology. But to answer your question, we wait for this band, light green band or the strong green band to appear. So that's our own proprietary indicator. It's known as TR indicator. TR stands for trend recognition. The backtesting calculation is based on the strong buy signal, right in case of TR strategy. So the backtesting model, I will come into it in a minute. Okay. We have not just not one backtesting study. We have 12 different strategies, and TR strong buy is one of those, which is our own proprietary. Otherwise, we have a different combination of TR Ichimoku combo. We have a volume breakout. We have a golden cross, and so I don't want to go into the details of all this. If you go to the our app, there's a section on of FAQs, frequently asked questions, and it describes each strategy in somewhat details. Now, this particular table gives you an entry and exit points for those strategies. So TR is the one of the strategies which we can backtest. In addition to that, for example, if a uh, uh, price cross 20 period EMA, either in case of daily or weekly, then it gives us buy signal on for this strategy, which is EMA 20. So it's very simple. When the price crosses 20 EMA, that's a buy signal. The sell signal, exit signal is when it comes again below that 20 period EMA. Similarly, you have a 50 period EMA buy and sell strategy, 200 periods. Then we have a pullback strategy. The price is going up, but it pulls back. For example, here, you see there was a pullback here. So price was going up, but it pulled back to this 50-day and then it started. So this strategy senses this, that it comes down below the 50-day EMA and then move again back. So this strategy senses this thing, nothing to do with the TR signal. And this way, there is an RSI strategy, there's a PPO crossover strategy, and and if you have questions on these, I can explain any of these, but not right now. As I said, if you go to the not the website, the app itself, right here, we have a separate FAQ sessions. In FAQ session, there's the details of all the strategy in this backtesting, that what are these strategies, and over here as well, and in this section, and a screener section as well. Let's go to the backtesting page directly, and then probably it will be more clear. So for example, how to start with the selecting stocks and going to through the backtesting module. Let me see if I have missed anything else over here. Okay. So I don't want to go into very many details, but it can confuse and overwhelm people. So let's keep it very simple and straightforward for the time being. So we have a page like investment ideas. Why we are calling backtesting? Because we are backtesting these 12 strategies. Just give me a minute, it will be clear to you that why we are calling it backtesting. So in investment idea, we have a continuously being updated list, which is earnings start. Now it has 67. We have our own weekly picks, like 27 stocks. And there is a view, custom view, which is available in this investment idea as well as in this watch list. So you can have your own watch list and can apply this custom view, pre-built view indicator snapshot. And this gives you, for example, our existing weekly picks. So we have a gold right here. It has just started giving us a neutral buy or buy. Checkmark means it's just started. The weekly is already in a strong buy zone. This is the best strategy. Now it has tested all the 12 strategies and it has found the best results was RSI for GLDM for gold during last 5 years of data. So for each stock, you can have a list of three best strategies and then you can work on this. How often do the updates occur on the investment ideas? Earnings starts gets updated once in a week. Weekly picks gets updated once in a week. Though rest are monthly picks, and those are updated on the second of every month. So after the first trading day ends, so I hopefully will update it by the end of tomorrow. These three. So let's say we again we are at the weekly picks, and we found that okay, there are some good stock there. For example, this NI has just started strong by here, but this GE it has started a strong buy on the daily time frame. What is confirmed? It's an Ichimoku, a confirmed Ichimoku trend. RS trend is quite green as well, and its best strategy is TR Ichimoku combo, and its green light means that this has given a green signal. It has already given sometime in recent past. Its up and down volume is quite high, so this and its PPO cross is bullish. It looks very good. So let's analyze this GE. So we go to the stocks analysis and we put GE here, update this. And this page is going to be updated with all the relevant data. Look at here. This is an indicator snapshot. We saw that the TR indicator has given a strong buy. Weekly signal has just started. All these are greens. It is part of our weekly picks list. That's why we were at the weekly picks list. And its WR weighted rank percentile is 86. Now this means that its price action is better than 86% of the stocks in the universe. Our universe is 5,700 stocks. So during last 1 year, it has better price action and has beaten 86% of stocks. But the earning wise is slightly weak. It has beaten only 24%. And there are different parameters of it's known as earning rank. How good it's growing its earning, or is growing it every quarter or not. This is the strategy snapshot which is coming from the back test. And what it is telling us that it has out of the 12 strategies, these three are the best one in terms of the win rate and the profit factor. And remember, TR Ichimoku was active. And it has a new weekly signal as well for the best three strategies. So 10-week, and this arrow means it has just started within a last maybe couple of weeks or 2 weeks. So it started on the week starting from 6th of February, 3 weeks ago. So let's go to right away to the back testing page and analyze this GE. This was GE, correct? And run this back test for the last 5 years on the weekly time frame. It performs a back testing on all these 12 strategies, which I explained. Which one has the EMA 200 signal has the best is the best strategy with the combination of profit factor and the win rate. But apart from that, TI Ichimoku, for example, has 60% of win rate and is 2.73 profit factor, very high. Volume breakout is also a good strategy for this in short term. 10 trades in last 5 years, 40% win rate, 60% was not. But the profit factor was 4.04. So the highest win rate is TI Ichimoku, which gives 60%. And the best strategy in terms of combination was EMA 200 signal. Most active is What these strategies specific? There must be some logic. Obviously, there is logic behind every strategy, and those are explained in the FAQ session as well. That the For example, I can explain a number one of two to you. For example, in case of G, let's pick this EMA 200 signal strategy, and we go to the chart right here. So this is 200 period EMF on daily chart for GE. And this strategy is simple. When it crosses this 200 line, which is this line, and it comes back, and then it's known as either it's pullback or it's a cross. Signal means when it crosses here, that this is your signal. You enter right here when it crosses the 200 line, and you are still carrying it because the GE is in a strong bullish trend, so it is still going on. And when will you exit? When it will drop below and cross it again from the top. So that's why the number of entries in this is a long-term strategy. It started sometime in May last year and is still going on. So this is one of the strategy. So you pick. Now, question is, I do not want to overwhelm our customers. So which one is the best strategy? So the best strategy on the daily time frame are these three for this particular stock. So the system automatically calculating on the basis of win rate and the profit factor. It gives certain weightage to the win rate, certain weightage to the profit factor, and gives you the three best strategies for this particular stock, which in this case for week is EMA 10 signal. And it means that, example, if I change this to weekly right here and update this chart, so it has just crossed this 10-week line. This is a 10-week line. Uh, and not very long ago. I have to cross check. It is still showing is 21-week line. So maybe that's not the 10-week line. So, and that was probably this week, which is the 6th of the February. This is exactly what it was telling us, that the 6th of the February, it gives a new buy signal. The arrow means it's a new signal. Green means it's a buy signal for this EMA 10 signal in weekly strategy. In other words, if it's giving you a new signal in one of the best strategies, and the TR signal is green as well. It is a WPR, its percentile rating is high. Market is accumulating its shares. Its relative strength trend is high, which is this RS line. Then it's a time to go for it. Now, whether we should buy it now or not, right away, we should see that we have an arrow here or an arrow here, means that it has just started recently. And then we can make a purchase or sell decision accordingly. So that's how the system works. Now, for example, I have chosen, I think, Broadcom. So these are the results for Broadcom. Why Broadcom? Because Broadcom has earning coming this next week. So if you take a look at the Broadcom, and Broadcom, by the way, is currently depressed. So the best strategy for Broadcom is Golden Cross. Golden Cross means when 50 days EMA line crosses 200-day lines. And it's a long-term strategy. So in the last 5 years, it has just resulted in three of those trades. But its win rate is 67%. So that's the result of backtest. The two out of three were successful. And the average gain was 177%. Well, the average loss was just 4.7%. That gives a very high profit factor of almost 75. So this is something to look for whenever a golden cross happens on the Broadcom. That's the time to go for it. If you conviction in its fundamentals and other aspects. Another strategy is volume breakout. It has, but this is kind of a short term. 14 strategy signals in 5 years. Win rate was 50%, and the good profit factor. Anything above than one is the good profit factor. Honestly. A golden cross is something is an outlier here, and 3.96. So you have a good combination of these. So the best strategy, as I said, was golden cross. Highest win rate was again golden cross with 66.7. Most active is 20 period EMA, but its win rate is low, 28.4. So that may not be the good strategy to go for. What is profit factor? Profit factor is the ratio of the gross profit divided by the gross losses. So in other words, on average, how much if a win trade gives compared to a losing trade. So a winning trade gives you 75 times to a losing trade in case of golden cross, and almost 4 times in case of volume breakout for Broadcom. So let's check the Broadcom, going back to our app straight away right here. Put Broadcom AVGO and update this. So this last section is telling you whether it's halal or not. It's a compliant. But right now it's in a strong sell zone. It's beaten, quite beaten. Weekly is also in a neutral zone. Relative strength is also fading. March is it's not a very good one. It's bottom 3 months. Although it has beaten 78% of stocks in terms of price action or gains last year, and it has very good earning records of 58%. But look at this strategy snapshot. Nothing green you see here. Neither the golden cross, which was the best strategy for Broadcom, neither the volume breakout. Remember, we saw that it has a higher win rate and the profit factor and others as well. So, what should we look for? We then wait for golden cross or volume breakout in case of this. If we want to be very kind of a safe player, if we want to be aggressive, then we might want to check our chances. Take a look at this. This is still weekly. I want to change it to daily and replot this chart for Broadcom. You see, its relative strength line is waning. It's even below the 200-day line. This is Broadcom. So when was the last time it gives a EMA 200 signal? Right here, sometime around in May 13. And it depends up to you that where do you want to take some profit. For example, the Broadcom was 250 at that time. It went all the way up to 400. So this was probably one of the best strategies for it. So that's how we can check for any stock about the best available strategies on the daily time frame as well as the weekly time frame. And in future, we might will also, if we develop other strategies which is available in a market and very well known. What is this PPO crossover? One more question, and it's just simple. PPO is almost MACD. You can think of it as MACD. A MACD crossover is something like this: when the MACD crosses its signal line, this cross. And in this case, the PPO crossover, when it crosses the zero line. So you see then the blue line in the PPO crosses the zero line right here. This was the point. That was the point normally the stock starts moving and it starts building a bullish trend. What email lines correspond to short term, medium term, or long term? Right here. Short terms of 20 days and medium term is 50 days, long term is 200 days. And all these are sell in case of Broadcom right now. So the Broadcom is not a buy, which is exactly it is showing by the STR indicator and its volume and the best strategies backtest results as well. Okay. Next, for example, maybe it was a Broadcom. Next, maybe Nvidia. So because Nvidia is almost in everyone's portfolio, so let's see on the day. This is daily time frame. So on these are the long term, medium term, and short term strategies. So the strategies are divided in three groups: short term, medium term, and long term. And you can choose. Okay, fine. I am happy with just the short term. But this strategy has almost 50% PPO crossover for NVIDIA. Last 5 years, it gives 22 signals with a profit factor of 2 and win rate of almost 45.5. But the best among these 12 was a long term EMA 200. It gives 17, although the win rate was 24%, but the profit factor was very high, 10.9, almost 11. So the combination gives you a 41,858 profit. This means on each trade you put $1,000. So the total profit you made was approximately $42,000 in 5 years on these 17 trades. It calculates you on, for example, on each trade you put $1,000, invested $1,000 on this signal, 200 lines day signal. Golden cross is also a very good strategy, but it gives rare signals, very few signals during the period of last 5 years. 67% win rate for in case of Nvidia, 27.87 win rate, profit factor. You can again put any stock here. And for example, this week in my weekly stock picks, we have this GMAT, which is a healthcare company, medical equipment company, Globus Medical. What does it do? It has a business description here. Are there any new feature that can generate near real-time alerting for buy sell? Well, we are going to add an alert on this. Take a look here. Like if any of these three best strategies give you a new signal during the last period. So this strategy on the weekly EMA 10 signal is the best strategy. It has just given a new signal. Arrow means it just started. It's new in the last week. And out of these five, the golden cross is already has been given some time ago. When it was given? 14th of November last year. Ichimoku Cloud also given a signal. When was it? 23rd of, it's daily. So it was not last day, it was last week, 23rd of February. So this seems to be a very good candidate. Its WRPCT is 68, which is it has beaten 68% of its stock. The new is defined if in case of a daily, the new means last day. In case of weekly, the new means this week or the previous week. So because weekly is a long-term strategy, sometimes we have to wait for 1 or 2 weeks for a strategy to get mature. Now this seems to be a very good buy. It's in a strong buy zone. This strategy has given a buy signal on the weekly. Its relative strength is also very good. It's part of our weekly picks. Its ER rating is also very good. And it's still not in the earning star, but it's very good. What is this? GMAT. WR percentile is 68. This halal status is a bit questionable. And why is questionable? Because its debt ratio is not available. That's why, so we might want to check somewhere else if we want to go into that direction. One thing which is the seasonality factor, this worst month, March is not a very good month historically. So we might see a pullback during the month of March. But otherwise, it seems to be a very good buy based on these criteria. Now, if you want to see its TR indicator, just go to the TR indicator. It will automatically plot the TR indicator. It will tell you this is a strong buy zone, in green zone. And it's around this previously plotted buy zone as well. Why it is not giving you a check mark here? Reason being that it says that, okay, after this buy point failed, it hit the stop loss and we have a strong sell zone, and then it's again coming in green zone. So this buy point is no longer valid. It's still valid, waiting for another buy point. But overall, its condition is not bad. We can take some chances, and because of its go back to this GMAT, and because of this strategy snapshot, we can see that out of six best strategies on both time frames, five are active and one has given a new signal. Okay. Can you please show a page where the daily, weekly list of new stock buy ideas is published? If you go to our investment ideas, we come to that, okay. Our weekly picks has a list of all these. For example, this column in its indicator snapshot gives a TR daily status. So this, look for this check mark. So FTI has given and again a check mark. This is a new TR daily signal. MPLS has given on a weekly chart TR weekly signal. Costco has given a signal on a neutral buy, the first state green triangle, and a strong buy on the TR weekly chart. This is our weekly. I see you will find most of them are in a strong buy zone or buy zones. Not many, except for maybe Nvidia and Apple now. In those are the long-term stock. Otherwise, they would have taken out from our weekly checklist. Now, to complement this, we have. I just showed you this investment ideas. We have a stock screener as well. And the stock concept of stock screener is this: if you go to stock screener and you want, for example, you want to see, you have a list of five, maybe your own watch list, top backtest signals. And I want in my list of, for example, earning beats fantasy competition, February 7. And I want to run a backtest scan of top backtest signals among these 35 stocks. So if we put run this scan, and this scan will, among these 35, it gives 10 of these stocks give these signals. Based on this criteria, the backtest either should be, the three best strategies should be new or active. So these are the best strategies for this, and they are the new or active for this particular watch list. Your app pops or any text or email alerts 2, 3, because there are thousands of stocks, and the thousands of stocks obviously would have different criteria. Now, for only two best stocks for the day, that's a very just for the day. So the question was, how do you just select two stocks for the day? So that is particularly for the day trading. Okay. So generally, these things are the short term, medium term, and the long term, not for the day trading. Because day trading is a completely different animal and completely different, because you just go in and out. This is not for that thing. When you have a TR daily indicator, it means you wait for one day to a signal, for a signal, at least one day, the signal to change. And when you're looking at a TR weekly, so you can wait for at least 1 week to wait for the change. Now, if you are just looking for the today, that means maybe if you're a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So that's a completely a different ball game. In this way, we have different pre-built strategies here. But for example, I want a new strong buy signal for my watch list, maybe my investment ideas, maybe, AI picks list. And if I run this, so from the AI picks for December were 38 stocks, but it has chosen strong buy only from that list to only came out with three of those stocks. So these are the TR daily or weekly, which have this basically TR daily. Now see, all of those we have this CACSI and Striker, and a Striker has a check mark with this, means they have just started. So it could be a very interesting stock. Its RSI is also good. WR is not that bad. ER rating is this. So let's take a look at a Striker, and its sector is healthcare. Before that, there is a question on what about short to medium term investment, top 5 stock. Let's say is the stock screener best place to check out based on settings. Yes, it is. It is one of the good places. You need to have, you can have your own universe, or you can run it on the 5,700 stock. The problem with 5,700 stock is that if your criteria is too loose, it will pick, it will try to select all of them, but very soon you will have a list of 500 stocks. In this case, 423 stock, maximum 500. These are the 423 stocks out of the total 500,700 stock, which have a strong buy daily signal, or as well as strong buy weekly signal. Run it again. And the scanner runs it. And now the list has been reduced to 215 stocks. And these stocks are all, both of these columns, the daily TR signal and the weekly signal, will be in the buy zone. And it also gives you a best strategy of this. And you can take a look. This black dot means that it is an active signal. It is PPO crossover is active on this thing. It has given some time in recent past. If you find an arrow on that, that means it has just started. In this case, it has, so to answer your question, yes, you can scan it, but it will normally give you a long list. So you have to narrow down using your choices. For example, I want nearby point, a fresh signal only, a nearby point. So I'm like, now I am narrowing it down and I want to run it again. So now the list has been reduced to 164 stocks out of those 5,700 stocks. So this scanner feature is very useful. You can have these built-in strategies, which are nine here. Like you want to see which one of the stock has pulled back to 50 period EMA. Simple. Out of these 5,700 stocks. So let's see. And I want to clear this thing. Just simple and plain. Out of 5,700 stocks, how many have pulled back in EMA 50 in last couple of days? And the list came up with 37 stocks only. Just to summarize, confirm dot means recent active. Dot, let's go back to here. So these 50 have made a successful. Dot means it has been, the RSI signal is still active, and it had no action means that it is no, it's not active, but it is historically the best strategy for this particular stock is Ichimoku. Okay, I'll come back to you on this thing. And so you can have a scan, you can have a list of these. We were taking a look at the SYK. And now, based on your parameters, you can choose any of these parameters. On top of the EMF 50, you also want that it should have a new TR daily strong buy signal. So you choose strong buy from here, and you also choose enhancement. I want a nearby, and I wanted fresh signal, and I wanted high strength and accumulation by the market, and run this scan, so the choices will be very limited. Run only three stocks. Only three stocks out of 5,700 met this criteria as of today. This was just last couple of days. That they were in the buy point and in strong buy zone. Their best strategy is RSI, although this not active, and they are they have a high relative strength as well as accumulation, and they are nearby point as well. The check mark means nearby point. Okay, so the stock screener is helpful in selecting very few stocks. What about gold and silver for tomorrow in view of the current war? Definitely, gold and silver have very good. I told you about the GLDM and SLV. So you can analyze but again, this is not for just for one day or tomorrow. This is more like a kind of a short-term, medium, long-term thing. Swing trade. Yeah, the same tool is recommended for ETFs, although not all ETFs are available here. These are mainly stocks. I will add a number of other ETFs to this as well. So, for example, gold, buy daily, strong buy daily accumulation. Its price action has been effectively beating more than 89% of stocks. But there is no such strategy which is has just started or a given new signal. What about silver? SLV, by the way, is an ETF. Same logic starts here. Silver has given it's a buy zone, not given a buy signal. But strategy snapshot is not available because probably the 5 year data for silver, this particular ETF is not available in our database. That's why this strategy snapshot is not available. Although the gold data was available. But seasonality wise, March is a top month. And the PPO zero crossover is right here. The PPO, take a look at this PPO. PPO has just crossed the zero line. So silver seems to be good, although it's volatile in nature. and it has big swings. So you keep in mind that silver can give you 8, 10, 15% of gain or loss in one given day, because each thing has its own behavior, which is different from other. So going back to our presentation, I gave you an example of NVIDIA, how we choose from investment ideas. I mentioned stock screener. I hope that's give you an idea how useful this tool could be. You have to spend some time on this. For any stock, we mentioned what does this mean that for GM silver, no strong strategy indicated? Strong strategy, SLV means for particular silver, this particular ETF, that we do not have 5 years of data available. That does not mean silver is not good. Then we are looking at this indicator snapshot to make a decision, which has given us a buy, although not a fresh signal. Asterisk means it's strong, accumulated. PPU0 crossover, I just explained it to you. It has just started the MACD or PPU line, just started a uh, gave us a signal, a new bullish trend. In all its likelihood, silver is probably going to test this 100 level pretty soon. No, it does not incorporate news and events, because news and events could trigger market in any direction. It incorporates volume, it incorporates price, it incorporates earning and WRPCT. If you want to analyze news, there is a separate section right here, AI news sentiment. Because news can keep on changing every hour, maybe, if not seconds or day. And what you do, what was that? Silver. Okay. You ask it to analyze the news sentiments. And what it does, it pulls 10 latest news items, fresh news. No news article find on this particular SLV. On gold, you might find something. So maybe you can, because if you're looking at in reality, looking at the news item which I'm mentioning, SLV. So let's update this thing for gold. So Nasir, what you are asking actually is a very volatile thing. What Porters has to it, what that can change the scenario anytime. This is for kind of a more like a medium to swing trade, medium trade, and long-term investment. This 200-day signal probably has nothing to do with a tweet made by Mr. Trump or someone else. It's also not finding here for the time being. Maybe the AI agent sometime AI agent is not part of it sends up something to the AI agent like OpenAI, and sometimes they do not find it. So, but here we have an AI news sentiment analysis. Maybe there are too many news, and the AI agent is finding hard to analyze the basis of too many news. Okay, so I hope you find it useful. And the backtexting module is there now. About the day trading, Claude, Anthropic, Claude LLM model. We are using Claude LLM model, and it sends inputs to Claude, and Claude returns it. Man's a question was which AI agent you are using to analyze the excuse me technical report as well as news sentiment analysis. So any more questions on back testing? I believe this before making an investment decision, it's more like for investors. You want to take into account what are the best strategies available for this particular. For example, this is what gold is saying that it's a new signal for gold on 10 period EMA pullback starting on 6th of February. Not bad. So it's one of the best strategies is giving a new signal for gold. Already in buy zone, both on the weekly and a strong buy zone on the weekly, and the daily is a buy zone. Strong accumulation, relative strength trend is very good. The gold ETF, GLD is an ETF, is beaten 89% of stocks and in 5,700. March is one of the top month for last 5 years. for gold to perform. In all its likelihood, gold is going to perform strongly during the month of March. You see, the RS line is continuously going up. Furthermore, for any stock, you want to compare that. There was one question that, for example, maybe uh, um, Broadcom or MU. Someone asked me about that. Give me a minute, I will come back to Ichimoku. So there is a feature here. You can select indicators. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I have a bad throat actually. Turn this comparison charts on, and it will plot comparison. MU versus tech sector, MU versus S&P 500, and the tech sector itself versus S&P 500. So it is telling you that at MU has been outperforming both its industry sector and the overall market during last 1 year. Okay. There's a question on the Ichimoku. Ichimoku is a strategy. Go to the indicator chart page here. Here we have Ichimoku Cloud and a combo is Ichimoku with our TR indicator. Now, TR Ichimoku combo strategy is a very conservative strategy. It's very rarely give you signal, but when it gives, its win rate is very, very high. Long-term investor. So we select, for example, Ichimoku Cloud, and we select maybe 5 years. Update this, and it's going to it explain what is this. How does it give buy signal, sell signal on this particular strategy on indicator chart, and it plots it. Now, Ichimoku Cloud strategy is that it has the it forms cloud. The green cloud means that it's a bullish trend has started, and a uh, pink cloud means that either it's consolidating or it's in a downward trend. Blue and green bar. Where is the blue bar? Not bar. These are clouds. If you're talking about Mr. Nassim, you're talking about the Ichimoku cloud strategy. So these are the green cloud and the pink cloud. Anyway, so this green diamond signal gives a buy signal, and the logic is when you are above the cloud, and this is a green buy signal. Chances are that it's going to have a big run. Previously, three or four was consolidating failed, but when either you take an entry here or here, which was August 2025, and you look at the rise. On the flip side, you take something like Adobe, a weak stock, maybe 1 year. Update the now, you see, there are hardly any green, especially green diamond when above this green cloud. That should be our entry. There's none during the last 3 years. On the other hand, it could be a very good candidate for shorting. When you have a pink cloud, you have a red diamond, it's probably the time to get short. Well, obviously, we're not into the shorting business, but if people want to short, this is an ideal stock to short, and it gives you a signal right here to short. And when you're going to exit, when it starts climbing back to these moving averages, which in this case are 13 and 30 EMA. Okay. I hope I have answered this question and this. So green diamond above the green cloud, correct. Green diamond above the green cloud. This green diamond above the green is not a green cloud, so that's not a buy signal. Take any other strong stock and it will be very clear to you. Sendesk? Now we are just discussing the Ichimoku cloud strategy. You see this green diamond right here? One, It gives in last year, August 2025. Above this, you make entry somewhere here, and then you just keep it. It's a very simple strategy. So each strategy has its own, nothing is perfect. No strategy has 100% win rate all the time. So that's why where the back testing comes into play. In one simple table form, it gives you the best of the best strategies, 12 strategies, three of which on the daily time frame, three of which on the best, based on the historical record of each strategy. On this strategy, screen, the green and blue bar, please. Where are the blue bars? I don't see any blue bar. You're talking about this? Maybe? These are volume bars. If this is the, you're asking about this. This is the volume bars. Maybe okay, but hold on. Let me unmute you. Unmute you. Let me allow the participants to unmute. Yeah, I'm not clear about your question. Unmute yourself
Yeah,
and
Assalamu alaikum.
what's
And
up?
sorry,
Yeah.
everyone. So if you scroll up, yeah, over here, you see that blue
This one?
bar, the
Oh, this is
green, yeah,
price bar. It is telling you the last working day, the price was ranging from 401 to 417. Okay. It and it ended at 412.37 right here.
I see. Thank you.
It's just a
Thank you.
daily price bar.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So it gives you a price range. The price moved from this point to this point. This was a daily range, and it ended here. That was all about. Okay. So going back to our presentation, I hope you like this feature. Before we end this thing, if no more question on this, so we are going to have a new upcoming day trading signals for day traders only. So there was a question, someone was interested in day trading. Now, every morning around 8 a.m. in the morning, I have developed this system that right now I'm looking for some beta traders, day traders, the beta day traders who have the time, who can, who have a subscription to uh, trading view account. And what it will do, that it will give you a daily list of moving stocks in the morning for that particular day based on two parameters. A number of other parameters which are given here. Uh, there should be solid uh, liquid stock, not something which does not trade a lot, and good stock, some certain price range, market cap, and their trading range is normally should be more than one or two. And that particular morning, pre-market, they are moving quite rapid. So they are either rising, are very active, or they are not that much rising, but they are still active, or they are lagging. So sometimes even the if the lagging are stocks are there, and then they make a comeback, and we can review one or two of them. And these are the stocks the day trader look into. Some of the day traders look for the shorts, but we normally don't go for shorts. We go for long only. And we have programmed our TR indicators for the day traders. For example, this is for Friday, just last Friday, which was 27th. Yeah, 27th, day before yesterday. So the micron is right here. It was on the lagging side. It has a change of -$4. It was active. It's compliant as well. And we want to see that it finds support. Now, our system will provide supports and signals. For example, this is the time 8:30 Central Time. Trading starts. Micron took a dip, but then it finds right close to this. See, this is a support. Find support here. Now, if you are a day trader, you know, okay, Micron is a good stock. Market is you check with the market. Then this and this green diamond. Remember the green diamond? It's the first stage of bullish trend. It's signaling that it's changing. But by the time it's changed, because it's rapidly moving, it's just 5 minutes. It will give you the signal you are already here. Now, as a day trader, it's your decision, okay, it is going to go back. This is VWAP line. This is a 15 period EMA line. Then the green zone starts. So it is finding support whether you have a stop loss here, maybe 2 or 3. So let's say you make an entry around 407 with a stop loss at maybe 403, depending upon or this point, 3 or 4, and you're looking at $10 or $12 move. And you see, you find this green zone, so micron started moving, and it right here at this resistance, this line is resistance. Ultimately, it found resistance and it started coming back. So when it touched this resistance or the next resistance, you make an exit. So that's why day trading is a different animal. You have to be very much active, focused, and taking very sharp decisions, and it can go in your favor or against your favor. Once the green zone was done, micron was done for the day, but it gave a late signal right here, this signal. But at that time, the day range was already exhausted, and then it just kind of balanced for the rest of the day. So this one move, for example, you take a move here, 407 to 417, that's $10 move. And if you just make, for example, 50 stocks of Micron here, then you probably will purchase, you would have made $500 out of Micron there. So that's how the system will work. It will plot resistance and support lines. It will give you the TR indicator so that you know that right now we are on the bullish side. The indicator has changed. Now you can plot the indicator on 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you made a combination of this and your day trading skills and this list. This list gives you a starting point at the beginning of the day, just before the market opens, based on the pre-market action. And then among these, you choose yourself. Like for that particular day, you could have chosen this NTNX, and we can plot this NTNX. Let's see if I can plot this NTNX. This is MU for the same day, and NTNX. So this is an NTNX chart. Market came down. Again, this is a support line. It found support here. You could have waited here, but I would not suggest because we're already in a strong sell zone. That's why it struggled. You should have waited for when this green diamond appears right here. And then this is again above view. This is the time to go long. But it's not giving you a high range, big range at this point, 38.31 to 38.78. And ultimately it faded away because it already was down. What was the problem with uh, NTNX? It was already moved up 8.4% on that particular day, which was quite high. So what I am looking for, that I will provide this list daily, early movers daily list around 8 a.m. to a list of beta testers who have trading view account. You need to give me your trading view username, and I will give it free of cost, obviously, for this signal and this for 1 month. And I would like to have their feedback on this. But this is just for the experienced day traders, because you need to understand the day trading environment, which is completely different from investors and swing traders or medium traders. So if you are interested, then just drop me through an email if you have my email, or contact me through this our website through contact form or through WhatsApp whatsoever. I have a contact form here, and let me write down my email here. You can drop me an email at our business email. And if you want to practice this day trading thing, maybe you can practice it on a simulated account. I will provide you the indicator, and which will plot you these support and resistance levels, trading levels, and these TR indicator, and then you can apply it at your own convenience and test it. Okay. Anything else you would like to discuss or you find it interesting? Please spread the word. Help support our business. If you want to go now, the day trading for the timing obviously is free, no charge for day trading. And I am thinking of bundling it with our annual subscription of plan, which is right now $275. So the day trading will come free with that, with the day trading indicator and the day trading. And uh, 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 I don't understand if you are already a follower and a buyer, then what exactly my followers or buyers want. I'm not here just to make money. I'm here to support my community, to let me know what do you want. You want some additional Ramazan discount. So like I said that for Ramazan, it will be next 1 month free, the day trading, but it's still in the testing area. Okay. I am thinking of giving an additional 10% discount of anyone who subscribe to our weekly commentary, who buy the Excel version, or who subscribe to our weekly plan on the this or the annual. I think the annual gives you the best of the best because it will give you Excel version free. It will give you the day trading combined into that. Okay, for the new subscribers. There's one other question, and a sister I think texted me. Market will crash today, tomorrow because of war and other effects. You know what? Market has the capacity to surprise you all the time. That's just the problem with the market. That's why there is market. Now, there has been some attacks, retaliatory attacks by Iran on US forces. The market could take it very negatively. For the time being, there is a disruption to the oil supplies from Gulf, especially LNG and the oil from Qatar and other places, and the business travel as well. So obviously, thing which market hates is uncertainty. Market doesn't like uncertainty. I mean, you're not going to put your money in a company which you're not certain will be in the business, will be lost money, will lose money this year or next year. So market doesn't like that. And because of that, the chances of market going down today are very high. Only future market when it will open around 5 p.m. Central Time that would tell us. But normally when market swings very quickly towards one direction, the rebound is also very sharp. So market is very tricky. That's why in my weekly commentary I have mentioned that we are pausing, although we have identified two or three stocks, but we are pausing any new purchases for the time being unless the situation clear because it's too volatile. You don't know. Market doesn't know, and the oil impacts. The only thing for the time being, which probably, even if it's impacted in a negative fashion, will be temporary, is gold and silver. Because those will be in high demand, especially gold, because of the ever-changing administration policies, geopolitical events, and gold is something which has been there for thousands of years as a safe haven, and the capital normally tends to flow towards gold, as we all know. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you are interested, I have not deployed any coupon on the 10%. I will deploy it just for the Ramzan. If you are interested, I'm thinking of giving a 10% discount on everything just for the next 50, till the end of the Ramadan. And if you're interested, let me know. Drop me in a message and I will give you the coupon, or maybe if you make a purchase from now onwards, I will give you a 10% refund straight away on that. Is that good? That's what my loyal followers and subscribers looking for.
Thank you.
Well, I thanks everybody for their participation, for their support, and that means a lot for me, a lot to me, because I have a passion to work for it, and if I get encouragement, support, definitely, then that's motivating for me. And not only this, I hope you will like this back testing for the subscriber to our app. This back testing thing, this I think, in my personal opinion, apart from that, whether it's not there or not, it's a very powerful feature because in one go, you know for any stock whether proven backtested strategy over a period of last 5 years are giving you signals in your particular direction or not. And that's what is really counts for. For example, SNDK or any stock in which you want to go long. Take a look at what your The best strategies are telling you, is it time to go for it or not? This is what SNDK, SanDisk, everyone's favor. But right now, it's no only one weekly strategy. So maybe SNDK is a new stock. It does not have 5 years of data. It has 5 years of data, some data available for daily strategies, but not for weekly strategies. And you see, it has beaten 99% of stocks in terms of gains. But one word of caution: historically, during last 3 or 5 years, whatever the data is available, has been a weak month for tech stocks in general and for this particular stock in general. Okay, what is the question? Any satisfaction guarantee? Like 2, 3 months free trial? The satisfaction guarantee is 14 days. 2 weeks, if you're not happy, you can always request a full refund within 2 weeks of purchase. Do you do this full time? Yes, I do trading full time and I do this development and support of this software full time. This is my own developed software and own a business as well. Okay, if no further question, thank you very much. I appreciate everyone being here and your comments and support. And if you're interested, let me know so I can issue you a coupon for 10% discount during the month of Ramadan. Thank you very much and you have a good day. Bye bye.